Ah, it should happen.
Second nature.
That's how the song goes.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, good people? Come on in here in this soundproof hunger room with your folk. It's Collar Park Sean reporting, pushing buttons. We got a lot to talk about, and we appreciate y'all coming in here like y'all normally do. If you ain't been here before, check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. You might want to join that group. You need to join that group. Soundproof Hunger Room group on Facebook. We on TikTok as well. That'll give you all the stuff you need to see about us. But this is where it go down. Right here. 18. How you feeling, brother?
What up, though? What up, though? Everything good. Everything well. Let's go ahead and get started. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. But before we do any of that, we gotta pay some bills, okay?
Oh yeah, for sure.
We gotta pay some bills. If you got any problems, I mean any problems with your AC, your heat, any of that,
Come on now.
you need to go on and call. I know them personally, but you need to call up Heart Mechanics. Facility service. You got it right there on the screen with you. Okay, they handle all kind of repairs, all kind of pre-maintenance, all of that stuff. Is that me? Nah, that ain't me.
Ain't mine either.
It might be. I don't know. Anyway, we gonna keep it moving. That must have been me.
Yeah, that was you. I ain't want to say it.
Anyway, hit up Heart Mechanical, man. They handle all kind of things you need with your AC units, and they service the South Metro area. So if you need that, go on and check them out. You got the information on the screen. All right. Let's get into the show. Let me go on and
what you got going on over
I
there?
don't know. I'm just shut it down. That was me, huh?
You that
You
boy
said,
or something?
you
yeah.
said that, didn't you?
Yeah.
You said, yeah, that was me. Huh? Anyway, man, let's go and get into the show. Let me start off with my favorite. It's time for some news, y'all. Really don't have no real hard-hitting news. No hard-hitting news. This one is more community-type news. Couple days ago, last week, there was I heard it was an owner that passed away that owned 3 different establishments. One was a beauty supply store and a bar, a lounge. And they got evicted. So both establishments got evicted. The bar, they put everything outside from the beauty supply store and the one that was the bar. I think it was Red Martini. That's the name of it. And that was out in Buckhead.
Uh-huh.
It was in Buckhead. The beauty supply store was in Riverdale. So what happened was, it made the news. The bar, Red Martini, people just came and got liquor and stuff, and they went on about their business. Beauty supply store on the other end in Riverdale, they put all the stuff, all the product out in the front parking lot, and of course people started pulling up. The police then stopped people from getting any of the products, and people were out there mad. What's your thought process on that? Oh, and then they ended up, they didn't let anybody get anything, and in the end, they put everything into a dump truck and took it to a landfill. So nobody got nothing. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, what's the law on that? The law say you can't go in there and get that stuff. You can't get it. I get where you was going with it. I understand where you're going with it, but the law is the law. And we gonna get treated how we get treated, even in eviction. We might catch the bad end of the stick in that. I don't know the law on that. I just seen my people on TV. Glad to get a free bottle of Patron. Glad to get a free bottle of this. Cut some hair or whatever. That's all I seen. I seen some people loading up couches.
Right.
In the meantime, between time, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It might have been National Eviction Day, bro. Hell, they showed up in my house. I was like, what y'all here for?
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I'm serious. I'm like, what y'all here for?
The hell?
And they, man, we heard. Man, you ain't heard nothing. You know what I'm saying? Move on.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? A couple, phone calls, we was all squared away. They had, the wrong information, but it was like, usually I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I just happened to be home. What if I wasn't there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who was gonna let me move in? That's all I need to know.
Oh Lord.
Who was gonna let me move in? But
There you go.
me and the cop had a, sheriff had a conversation. He looked at what I showed him.
Yeah.
He said, "Have a good day." I called, talked to them. They talking about, it's a mishap and all that. But I mean, the people at my house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. So I don't know the law on all that kind of stuff, man. Like,
Yeah.
It looked like thievery to me if you out there taking stuff that you ain't paid for.
Well, and like you said, with us not really knowing the law,
I don't know law on that.
what happens, because I mean, if you look at a regular eviction, if somebody get kicked out and your stuff in the front line,
they leave.
It's free game.
Yeah, they leave.
Yeah, it's free game. So I guess that's what people was thinking with this.
Yeah,
and
they leave. Yeah.
The county was like, "Nah, we not having it." I think they handled it wrong. They did the right thing. Let me say that, number one.
Who?
The county.
Okay.
I think they should have handled it differently as far as not putting the stuff out front. I think they should have just locked the doors and put a truck in the back and just loaded all the stuff up in the back if you was going to dump it in the landfill. Because the media, of course, we talk about the media every week. The way that they portrayed it and how people was out there, the traffic was crazy because people was pulling up and was trying to get the free stuff. And, of course, they talked to the people that were upset. It's free. Why we can't get this stuff? All in the camera just cutting up. And it just kind of, again, put a black eye, when I look at it, put a black eye on how they portray us. And I think the county could have handled it a little bit better by not putting it out front like that if they knew they was taking it to a dump.
You can't blame the media for how you portray yourself.
Well, yeah.
Like, I ain't, usually, you know what I'm saying, we go side to side with that, but the media just showed up and y'all was out there doing y'all thing. Every time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have a little, something about yourself to be like, I don't want to be on camera out there.
Right.
Some people don't care. Like, they looked at it as a come up. So, they was out there being, doing what they do.
Yeah, I like that. Shannon was saying it was two different owners, so it wasn't the same owner, but it happened on the same day, which was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, moving on from that. And other news, this one kind of caught me by surprise. Not really. Dame Dash. Is he selling it or is he forfeiting it?
No, he's selling it.
He's selling his 33.5% of Rockefeller to take care of a settlement. Well,
he lost the case.
He lost a case from a movie producer.
Yeah.
It was about $800,000, I think. So he's auctioning off his percentage of Rockefeller. And just today, Jay-Z went and had his lawyer send paperwork to make sure that his stuff was in place for, I think, another 5 years after.
31.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2031.
So whoever buys it really ain't going to have no creative control. It's still, it's going to be what he decides to do with it. But a lot of people, of course, it's Dame Dash, so you're going to get a lot of positive energy, a lot of negative energy. So a lot of people was talking about, how they felt about it and how it was handled, and is he broke? So what's your thoughts before I go on?
You see people file bankruptcy all the time that got money, just don't want to pay their bills. You know what I'm saying? That's the way, I done seen it done forever. As far as, I don't know what Dame Dash, got going as far as his bread. I think they petty on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have came to some kind of agreement between him and Jay to keep it in house. You know what I'm saying? I think one trying to embarrass the other one's so stubborn that he just won't concede to it and just sell it to him, man, and be done with it. Y'all built that together.
Right.
I wouldn't want that to, like, if we had stock in this, and I wouldn't want nobody else to have full, whatever it is, but you.
Right.
You know, not even I wouldn't even want Crespo to be, you know, or Flex. And I would want you to have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they need to really, you know, look at that and just, you know, handle like men, man. Like that's sad for the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
think
Dame
so.
Dash rubbed a lot of people wrong, but Dame Dash make a lot of sense. Just got a disgusting delivery. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't get past it. I think that's what hurt him in that
In the whole
whole
situation.
thing. Yeah, the way he was talking to people, he felt like, you know, that was cool. And everybody, especially people with money, they ain't going for that.
Right.
You know
And
what I'm saying?
he put a lot of people on. He did his
Absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely.
But like you said, I think the delivery. And another thing I saw, somebody was speaking on it, and the guy mentioned, he was like, you know, I don't know what Dame Dash has or this and that, but he said Dame messes up relationships.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
he said when you get to a certain level,
burn bridges,
it ain't
yeah.
about the money. It's about relationships
Yeah.
that you have with people.
I think, and I can't prove this, some people are scared of Dame Dashes. Outspoken, you know, had a little money. I think they were scared the fact that, like, if it was Russell Simmons the same way, I think it's treated different.
Yeah.
Because he got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Do they still make you, you know, do they still make you remember that you black? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I think in that time period, like, hip-hop wasn't what it is now. Like, now you can't turn on a commercial without hearing something about hip-hop. I think it was on the rise, and Dame he was too early. I think he was too early. Because now they probably could get away with the verbal abuse that they give people because hip-hop is at everything.
Yeah, it is.
So,
But my question to you is, though, because had you held on to that, so the bidding, so it's being auctioned off, and the bidding starts at $1.2 million.
yeah.
So if that's the case, my thought process is, if this is something that I know I can continue to make money off of for the next 5 years, I think
Yeah.
his thing goes out in 5 years, why wouldn't I go ahead and pay the $800,000 and just continue to make the money, and then
What's the interest on that money?
I don't know about that.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you talking, am I going to pay it, or should I let the interest build and see what it give me in 5 years?
Yeah.
Put something with it? I don't know. Like, I know last I checked, $1 million only get you like 20,000 now. You know what I'm saying, as far as interest. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I hope everybody land on their feet in that, man.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying, for the culture. Moving on.
Moving on. Since we talking about music, the Fugees canceled their U.S. tour because of low ticket sales. And as soon as it happened, Lauryn Hill came out and said that people sensationalized the her being late and missing dates, and they took that and they ran with it, and that's why the tickets didn't sell. What's your thought process on that?
I love Lauren, but she living in at a time where she don't want to just admit she blew it. People getting fed up with that. The last thing that happened, what was it, Anita Baker thing? Like, you never get the backstory of none of this stuff, but the artists have to accept whatever part. And if they don't come out and say what happened, this is what happens. So now, you know, people they tired of losing money, man. They tired of losing time with some of these shows, and the artists come out, they lip singing, and like it's a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know, if the fan said, nah, if I already got to pay $80 in the service charge, like, I'm tired of that, man.
Yeah.
So they ain't going. I believe it was low ticket sales. Like, what's the young lady named Sexy Red?
Yeah.
She tried to lie about hers. They canceled her tour. You know, young people just ain't going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Young
Shit,
people
probably
ain't
cost too
going.
much.
And the tickets cost too much. You know what I'm saying? If I can still hear the same songs on my radio, hey, man, I'll let somebody else go, and you know.
Right. And I see you enough on Instagram and Facebook
Right.
and
So, I
everything.
mean, you know, it's a lot to that, man. Like, I don't know how much. I wanted to go, actually. You know what I'm saying? I definitely see I would definitely want to see the Fugees, but.
Yeah, I know they're still going international.
Yeah, but they said.
They still got tour dates
Yeah,
international.
that's what they said.
Yeah. Yeah, dang, Ralph, we was disagreeing all last week. Now we agreeing on everything. But my whole thing was, and I always tell people, well, I won't say always, but once I saw how Lauren was moving when she was coming up late to all the shows and then just stopped showing, not even this tour, it was the tour before that, like 2-3 years prior,
Yeah, she had a bad.
where she was doing that. And it was like, I love Lauren. You know, to me, she one of the top female artists out there. You know what I mean? Rap, singing, all of that. But I'm at the point in my life to where if I'm gonna be paying to see you, I need to see you. I don't want to get jerked.
I need you there on time because I get
Right.
sleepy.
I don't need to get jerked. And then what really got me last year is when she was showing up late and she doubled down on it. She even did a verse about it on one of Nas' albums when she was talking about, if I'm coming late. And I was like, see, now you disrespecting the people that has put you in the, not saying they put you in, but they done fed you.
Right.
You really disrespecting your fans at this point. And to me, I was like, that rubbed me the wrong way. So after that, it was like, I don't care to see her in show at all. So I was done with her. But yep, they canceled the show for that. So hopefully they get to go overseas and do what they normally do.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. That's gonna be it for the news right now. But y'all know what just ended on Sunday? The 2024 Paris Olympics. And man, when I tell you, it was a whole lot of stories came out of this.
There was a lot going on, man.
A whole lot of stories
came
out of these Olympics right here, man. I don't even know where to start. If you want to start, we just throw it on the table and just go with how we go with it, because it's a lot.
I mean, we can start with the lady. We can bounce around it, really, man. Like the sleeping, the arrangements, or how much it cost to run the Olympics. A lot that happened, man. Like the young lady had to get back her medal.
Yep. I don't even know why. I think that they messed up the score or something.
It was 4 seconds outside the minute that they had to talk to the judge or something. She was 4 seconds out of it, 20 seconds or something. I think it was 4 seconds. I think that small. And so it makes you, it disqualifies, or it changes your time. They hit your points or something.
Oh.
And I guess they said she ended up in 5th place just because of that. So she had to give up that medal, which I found out the gold medal was only it ain't all gold. Like it's not 95% silver. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, dang. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's goldish.
That's more for the status of it.
I mean, the money difference. There's a lot that go on in the Olympics, man. Like I didn't
think
realize.
more sponsors. Going into the actual Olympics.
I mean, just paying the athletes. Like if you get gold, you get this much. I don't think if you don't get gold, you don't get nothing. Like,
do they get paid? I don't.
So, I was seeing that. I think it was. I want to say the Asians. The lady got like 700,000.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then the U.S. Athletes got like 37,000.
Okay.
Some athletes only got 11,000. Like it all depends. Like who you are or what sport you in. Like it's a lot. It's a lot to that stuff, man. So I know politics got to play a part. You got the whole thing about Miss Richardson and the lady from Jamaica.
Yeah.
They switched up the rules of coming in there.
They were saying you had to come in on a tour bus.
Yeah.
On the bus, the team bus.
So,
and if you didn't, you couldn't warm up.
Yeah, so there's a lot going into that, man. You got Noah out here.
I got to talk about Noah.
My boy Noah.
Shout out Noah Lyles, man, for his gold in the 100 and his bronze in the 200. Why are you laughing, man?
My boy Noah was a nut, man. He's still talking.
Yeah, the thing, and that's the problem. And the funny part is he came out, he, in his own way, apologized. Not to them, but more so to himself. He came out because he was talking a whole lot of cash money. Like, for real.
He was.
Before, and so when he went out there and he said he had COVID and he ran the race and he got the bronze, later on, he said that, I can't blame COVID. He said, I shouldn't have been running my mouth like that because these are some of the greatest athletes in the world. I just got to do better. So kudos to him trying to mature at that point, and hopefully it'll humble him a little bit. You know what I mean?
But he already attacking football.
What do you say about football?
He said they not world champions.
That was basketball.
No, he just said it the other day because Tyreek Hill responded to him.
See, I didn't even read that one.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I ain't even read that one. But I saw where the basketball, NBA, the USA team told him, hey, we don't shoot for bronze.
That's crazy.
Because last year he was talking about, why they call them, the best team in the world.
I mean, he kind of he kind of retracted, but said something funny. He was like, "They're the Olympic champions."
Right.
I said, "My man,
you can't do that, bro."
Like, what is it? What is it, man?
So they was on his head. Then another thing came out. I just read this today. That when Anthony Edwards got his shoe, he signed with Adidas. We talked about this. Yeah. He signed with Adidas. So when Anthony Edwards got his shoe, they invited him to come out, and he didn't go. So in the streets, they were saying, he was upset because he literally said, this man don't even have a championship. Why am I going to go to this man's shoe when I want a shoe? And then he later came out and said, no, it was just a scheduling conflict. I couldn't make it time. So
did he say it?
Yeah, he did. He did say he ain't got no championship.
Don't even matter.
He said he ain't got no championship.
That part don't even matter.
He did the Stephen A. He said, "Oh, he's a great talent. Great talent."
Does he have a case?
He earns a shoe.
Does he have a case?
No.
Why not?
Because you're gonna sell basketball shoes faster than track shoes.
Not runners. I think a runner will sell faster than a basketball shoe.
I doubt it. Oh well.
A runner?
Yeah.
I think a runner will sell faster.
You got more people.
Absolutely.
More people that run.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You might be right.
And hot basketball shoes, they limit it because they try to make as much money as they can. Runners, they ain't,
right.
runner every day.
Right.
Especially for what he does. I think he do got a case, man. He's very accomplished.
Yeah.
Why not give the man a shoe?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm not mad at it.
I think, like I said before, I think Adidas is kind of scared to even roll with that because he say a lot, man. He say a lot.
Yeah, he real loose with it.
You know what I'm saying? So
real loose with it.
Hating on Anthony Edwards because that was a little too far. You know what I'm saying?
He might just be one of them emotional type people that just react.
You gonna say a lot and go back and
and then come back and be like, man, my fault. Man, I just playing.
Pop should apologize. Just ask Kiss.
Yeah. Right. We talked about it last week. Iman Khalif won the gold medal in the female boxing.
She's suing now.
She's suing?
She's suing now.
Okay, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, she's suing now. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where a lot of people are still divided on this.
I don't know why.
I don't either. But I think because a lot of women feel like because she has manly features. And if you remember in Tokyo, they had the runner that they said the same thing, the same situation. So this isn't new. It's just, I think because it's a contact sport and the way that it happened. And the funny part is the gold medal match was between the two boxers that had these chromosomes.
I mean,
so
I kind of make it. I mean, maybe it could be me, but that might get him an edge. I'm just saying, like, that could.
So it was between them two, and but again, she decidedly won that fight, and I didn't know she was suing. Though. That's interesting.
It just came out today. Yeah, she's suing.
I got to read up on that.
Olympic Committee. Yeah, she said she's suing the Olympic Committee.
Luckily, when everything went out, everybody she was from. I can't remember where she was from, but they supported when they, after everything kind of went the way that it did, they made sure they was making it to the boxing match and supported her. So while she was there, she got a lot of love, but she also got a lot of death threats. She got a whole lot of
beating
the
woman out of women. He upset.
So, but she got to go. So
I mean, she better win that.
Yeah, man. So, another thing I noticed.
They saying boxing might be done though.
Yeah, it's already not. It's not in LA.
Yeah, it in LA.
It's not in LA.
Either it's breakdancing. They said already.
That's where we gotta go. Where we gotta now. Hold on now. We got somebody on the line. Hold on here. Hello there. What's happening?
I can't hear him. You can hear me, yo? Because I can't hear him.
Hello.
What's happening?
What up, though?
What up, fellas? How y'all feeling?
We good, bro. We're good, bro.
Man, good to see you.
Afro Rican, what's happening with you?
No, slow motion, brother. Slow motion.
Yeah.
Hey, Ralph, look on that poster behind you.
Oh, what, the microphone? This one here?
Look on that poster behind
You
you.
talking about this one?
My name up there too.
Hey, bro.
Don't ever forget that.
Hey, we gonna had 8 revisements since you.
Y'all shout out. Y'all shout out. But yeah, look, I'll keep it brief, man. Look, I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time. For your information, Kurt, he's having technical difficulties. I made sure of that today, okay? Because we don't need the phone lines tied up with Kurt.
Oh.
Man,
that's my guy.
Don't do my dog like that.
You just gonna shut him
that's
down?
my guy.
Yeah,
He's my guy, though. Yeah, that's my guy. I made sure of that. I made sure of that.
Put in
I
a
made
phone
sure
call.
of that.
Hey, shut his phone down.
Shut it down for hours.
Hey, check it out, though. I'll keep it brief. As far as that beauty supply store that went out of business, man, I think the county did an excellent job because that could have went left so many ways, man. You know how that thing could have actually got violent. What's mine is mine. I had it first, and it could have just spilled out all over the place. And we really looked bad out there.
You talking about how they controlled it?
Yeah. No, I'm saying if it was free game, it could have went.
Yeah.
It could have jumped off for real.
You're right about that.
You know, I just wish they had the same compassion for folks that get evicted.
Right.
I didn't know that happened until I moved to Atlanta. Like in Jersey, they lock you out the house
they just lock
or your
you out.
apartment.
Really?
Here, they
put
your shit out in the yard in the front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. So that was always crazy to me.
Yeah.
As far as the Fugees, man, I think everybody's kind of numb to that and Lauryn Hill and her antics. You know what I mean? All that lateness and
I think
we work too hard for our money, man, just to be, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
throwing it away like that.
If we ain't paying for the Fugees, we got to pay for the queens of R&B.
Oh, absolutely. But hopefully they get their stuff together, but I'm done with it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather pay for the Fugees, my dog.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, Nas Prize, and who's the other one? Wyclef, he ain't no saint either. I heard he did a lot of shady stuff in Haiti, too.
Yeah, I did hear that.
But as far as that goes, as far as the Olympics, let me elaborate a little bit, man. Listen, Paris simply did everything on the cheap, and that was just bad for the game. You had 4 years to get ready, and they wasn't ready at all. I just think they blew it completely.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this, because when you look at the closing ceremonies and the opening ceremony, they were stellar. They were off the chain. But as far as
did you see that Last Supper bit?
I saw the closing ceremony. Check it out.
That was different.
If you setting up to
you gotta look at you in Paris.
Hey man,
you in France. What
you're going to hell.
Look at I'm saying. You look at Paris and what it's about fashion and all this stuff.
That's what that was?
I'm saying, hey, who in fashion mostly?
Carry on.
Okay.
Right? Carry
on. All right.
Oh, inclusion is everything. Inclusion is everything in Paris. You seen that with your own eyes.
Yeah, we damn sure did. My man had his old package hanging out. You see that?
And I saw everything from everything to everything.
I was like, wow.
But and then this time of year, you should have took in consideration the weather. Hell, it rained for one whole week out there.
I mean, you see the water they had to swim in, like
the water. Come on, let's run it down. That Steam River was polluted, bro. Those people were defecating in that water prior to that, and then wanted Micron to swim in it. They don't give a damn about protesting in Europe. They'll protest about anything.
Yeah, they said it was crazy. One of the divers was like, "I tell you what, it didn't taste good."
Oh yeah, and and then they found one dude collapsed after that race. Ain't no telling what happened.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then that river got tested a day or two before the race and tested positive for bad bacteria. And then they go in there spraying chemicals in it and test it in the past. So, it was too much. And then the rain washed more of that city drainage and stuff back into the water the day before, too.
Yeah.
And then the athletes not being accommodated. You could have heard about those accommodations, bro.
Yeah.
With these beds and bugs. And the village ran out of eggs and chicken and
they said
the meal service was bad.
AC was loud.
That's why the NBA and the WNBA didn't. They was off the site. They said that's why they.
Right. That's what I heard. They were busting or something.
That's why they didn't stay.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
and then these poor track stars, these marquee athletes that we tune in to see, man, at their prime, and you implement last minute rules which cause them to miss their warm up.
Right.
I mean, I'm simply thinking that Jamaica was just kind of boycotting at that point, because then the other young lady pull out the 200 too. People come there to see Jamaica and the U.S.
I think what they said though was the young lady in the 200, she got a chance to warm up, but her body just, it wasn't, like, she's like 37 years old, so
Right.
she didn't have enough time to really warm up. So she just said if she couldn't do it at her best, she wasn't doing it.
She wasn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, they said she
I saw the
did.
video of her explaining how they
said,
came through that entrance.
Yeah, she did say that she had a chance. She just, if she couldn't do it at her best, she wasn't doing it. She did make a statement.
And I don't care what y'all say. Over there, they got men beating up women in the boxing ring. I don't care what you say.
I mean,
okay, the lady took a knee. Hey, we could talk about that later on, but that was so unfair, so unmatched.
I mean, but
this break dancing was just utterly ridiculous.
Now wait a minute.
Can we get the show back? Let us get the show back.
I'm gonna get the show. Yeah. Okay, listen. That's why they pulled it out, because this chick from Australia and everybody else taking so much criticism and heat. I saw the gold medalist performance, and I'd be damned if I seen better breakdancing at the MARTA station.
Okay, all right. We're gonna take the show back from it.
And your boy Noah Lyles doing too damn much. Y'all can have it.
Thank you, Crespo. We thank you for calling, sir.
Paul, we appreciate you, bro. We love you,
brother, man. All right, man. I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right, man.
My nerves bad.
All right, man.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man. You know what I think? And because I told you my YouTube algorithms was crazy, so I look at breakdancing from time to time. Not even with the Olympics was coming up. Yeah, I look at it every once in a while. It wasn't bad. I think she just put a night, because that's the only one that stood out. So when you look at, that's pretty much what breakdancing is nowadays.
What's the rule?
So
what was the criteria to even judge that?
That's what the problem was. So you got to look at the fact that she was the only. Look, how many people black folks in Australia?
Hey man,
So it was nobody there to tell her, hey, look, ma'am, this ain't what it is. You know what I mean?
Technically,
and so,
it is
in Australia.
I mean, it's,
and so they sent her out there.
I mean, she won in Australia. They sent the best they had.
Exactly.
I mean, look at track and field, man. When that last person come by, like, you think the race over there, somebody run by, them like, damn, what was that? Like, it was, you know what I'm saying? It's the best they got.
And she was like, she said, well, I saw the other people were just physically better than me, so I just had to be creative. This is out of her own mouth.
Yeah,
she
at that point, they just sent this lady out there. They said, man, she got a free ride to Paris for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
But I had a problem with it just from the culture aspect. From the very beginning, when I heard about it last summer, I had an issue with it just because this is another example of them taking something that we created and putting it on a bigger stage. And how many black people competed?
I only seen one dude. I think only one. I mean, shout out to Turbo. Shout out to Raymond. Shout out to the
Crazy Legs,
the Bronx Rockers, you know, Ozone.
Another one.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my dogs, man.
Another one.
Showed us breakdancing from kids. You know, B2K. I'm throwing them in there too.
Oh, B2K.
Another one.
Like, you know, that's an art form, man, and they took it and they added rules to it, and they made it what they wanted it to be. I had jokes that, you know, New York let us down because Bronx is the home of breakdance.
You know what I'm
saying? The Bronx let us down.
But and that's why I brought up that I look at the video, and it's not a lot of Americans that do it as much.
But Asians,
Japanese.
Oh, yeah, still Asian, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, it's mostly Japanese. It's more so Japanese than Chinese.
Yeah.
It's mostly Japanese. And I knew one of them was gonna win one.
I mean, they love hip hop, man, and my whole thing was everybody had a do-rag on, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
and baggy pants.
That's what I'm saying, like I mean, I get, you know, that's how they feel about hip hop. I get it, but everybody had a do-rag on, man.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like, Everybody.
That's how they
What?
think about
Like,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went to the Big Three, weeks ago. They didn't have on do-rag. They just put their hat on.
Where you was sitting at the big
I was on the floor.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie CJ. Shout out to my homie. I'm sitting out on the floor. But they just had on hats, man, and they was doing the same spinning on their head as they was doing it with the do rags on. Man, I didn't understand the do rags. I was just like, dang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just kind of threw me just from the beginning because I already knew what it was gonna be. But when she came out there and did it, it was like literally like this.
I ain't gonna lie, she didn't already performed again, man. So this her 15 minutes. She didn't already performed again.
She eating it up.
So I mean,
she eating it up.
Australia said, "Yo, you all we got." That's like showing up. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Who all we got?" And he was like, "Man, she the best out of the group. Send her on."
Center.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what might happen? We knew.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
It was terrible.
But she
comical though.
Yeah, I mean, we all got to laugh out of it.
Very entertaining.
You know.
Yeah, so that was the Olympics, man.
Now hold on. Let's talk about why the people don't want the Olympics now. Yeah, that's something that we are talking about off camera. That the Olympics cost countries, or states, or whatever. It costs a lot of money, and once the Olympics are gone, you stuck with a lot of abandoned buildings and areas. I think, like we was talking about, I think Atlanta was the last ones to really benefit from the Olympics. Because everybody else, they saying, taking a great loss. The only people that is due up for the Olympics now is Los Angeles got it next. But Los Angeles and Paris was the only people bidding for the Olympics now. They said the loss is costing people tremendously, and people don't want it no more. It's kind of like the Super Bowl, man. Like, if they got to build a lot of stuff, like, what do you do with this stuff after it's over?
The work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like what you say with
hotel accommodations, travel.
Japan?
Yeah, I think they said that one facility was like 48 million. Excuse me, 480 million. And now nobody's using it, but it costs us 10 million to just maintain it.
That's crazy.
Like, so they really like, Olympics might get a neutral site, and that's just strictly be what it's for. They talking about that for the Winter Olympics too. They said it's outrageous, man. Like, y'all went to Athens, right?
Yeah.
And y'all seen.
We saw the original track, and it looked like a high school track.
Like leftovers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's a thing on YouTube. I look at abandoned things after the Olympics. Like, they got Athens, they got Brazil, like they got all this stuff at like empty stadiums that nobody uses now because what they used it for, they don't go back for. So you created all the jobs, but man, it will make cities look bad after the Olympics are gone. They say they don't even get back half of the money it takes to actually run these things. They don't even get back half of it.
So it's almost like, what's the point in doing it?
That's how I looked at it.
Outside of being the world's focal point for 4 days.
You would think they would. I don't know, man. Like, there's no. Maybe Olympics can be in different places. They just film to it. Like if they got skateboard, they handle that out in California where they got all the skate ramps and stuff, and then like they just break it up and do it in different states where they really ain't costing so much on the taxpayers and whoever else putting it in. That's the only thing I could think. Yeah,
kind of like how the racing circuit is.
Yeah, like it's in different places.
City, but the stuff is already
absolutely there. They
said
they might have to go to that, man. They say because people do not want it.
That's a lot of money and a lot of stuff that's being wasted. And like you said, if they already building it cheap, like Crespo was talking about.
Yeah. I
mean, unless you're gonna do it and give it to the homeless or something to where you can, just charitably give it away. I don't think the cities or the government is gonna do that, but I think that's an option, to house the homeless or. I know here they turned it in for the college students at Georgia State.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing I could think of, man. Like I think if you're gonna take an Olympics and put it in a state, you have to have a contingency plan for afterwards. What are we doing with this property? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not just gonna let you come in here for 2 weeks and build what you need, and then when you leave, we stuck with the buildings. Next thing you know, you got homeless staying in them. You finding bodies, people getting dumped off in them. They just become buildings that's condemned, then they get dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I think you should have to have a plan for afterwards, and if the plan ain't right, then y'all can't use that city. Like,
So do you think the Olympics should come up with that? Okay.
Absolutely, because you really just
That's a good idea.
you going through these states and these countries, and you really leaving all this carnage, man. Y'all already draining the money that's made for the Olympics. Ain't what is that doing for where they at? They already ain't making no money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they might be looking at, well, we ain't even make no money.
Well, let's look at the fans.
What are you contributing? Fans got to pay. That Olympics ain't cheap.
No, that's what I'm saying. So hotel accommodations, airfare, stuff like that. How much you think that goes into the city or the country?
That's something we really need to find out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How much is the Olympics going to where they are? Education, roads. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all doing with this money? Or are y'all just saying, we didn't make no money either?
Right.
So that's something to look at.
Yeah. I know most people don't even think about it. I know I didn't think about it.
Yeah, that was deep, man. That was deep.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
well, the U.S. got the most medals. LeBron got the MVP. A.J. Wilson got the MVP for the ladies in the basketball. Simone Biles the best Olympic athlete ever?
No. It's a swimmer.
The lady?
She got 5. I don't know her name. I'm gonna have to. I got it.
Ledecky or
Oh
something.
my God.
Yo.
This lady's. She has to break her record 7 times.
Yeah, because can't nobody beat her.
And can't nobody beat her.
Can't nobody beat her. Yeah.
She has the last 5 world records. She set all of them.
Okay. They had to stop this lady from doing a move because nobody else do it.
Gymnast. She is the best gymnast
That's okay.
ever.
All right.
Ever. Yes. I'm not taking nothing from Simone. But
Right.
when you said Olympic.
Yeah. So Ledecky, the best Olympic athlete ever. Is she better? Because I mean, now
I'm picking
got,
and choosing.
You got Bolt. You got the Weed Man. Michael Phelps. Ledecky, Simone Biles.
Okay, so now we have to break it down.
Yeah.
So
is she the best ever? Hell no, that lady ain't the best ever. I just wanted to see where you was going to go.
Because I'm looking at, okay, from her, you look at points scored and her style and the things that she do. So when you start bringing in Phelps and Usain Bolt, now you're just looking at time.
That's dominance, though.
So then it could be difference. Like if I broke the world record by like 4 seconds, that's huge. That is huge.
Yeah.
Versus if I'm Simone Biles and I'm getting 10s the last 4-5 years,
Yeah.
I get it. But that's the best you can do. Like you can't get a 12. You can't. You can't. You know what I'm saying? No, she's very dominant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying very dominant. But when you start looking at sports that have like races, times, I think that puts you on another level versus the style points and the mat performances and things of that nature. I think it might be.
Let me ask you a question. Somebody said you had to put one person as a poster child for the Olympics. Who would you pick?
Like overall?
Yeah. Like you only pick one person, one athlete to represent the Olympics.
Right now.
It
would be Simone.
It would?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know who Ledecky was before they put it
Exactly.
up there. I was like, damn,
it would be Simone.
Killing everybody.
Yeah, it'd be Simone.
I just seen a dude in shot put, though. He done won like 3 consecutive gold medals. Olympics. He done win them. He ain't losing.
It's a guy. It's a Cuban dude.
Yeah. The wrestler? He done retired. He said, y'all can't beat me.
He did it 5 times.
Yeah. He said, y'all.
He left his shoes on the mat.
He said,
I'm done.
y'all can't beat me. Y'all can't beat me. Yeah.
But we don't hear about these people.
I mean, I'm just saying, like.
So.
Somebody said Australia breakdance. Jesse Owens.
Okay. That's historically.
Okay.
That's groundbreaking.
Let me say this, man. They put a stat up, a Carl Lewis time.
I seen that
in the Olympics
versus now,
and he was technically last versus the times now.
Today. Yeah.
So I mean,
I seen that. But see, they going off of what was going on. That was us against Germany.
Yeah.
And all the racist stuff and all that racist stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I get where they come with that, but if we looking at just pure athletics, yeah, I'm gonna go with Biles.
Who y'all think? Somebody put Snoop. They stupid. Hey, Snoop made 500,000.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. When the Olympics go on, everybody is all, let's go America. But in real time, we be like, hey, man, I'm tired of these police beating on my head and my people. I'm tired of me getting overcharged for. Why is the Olympics the only time that everybody stands behind?
That's
America?
Weird to me. I watched a guy get his medal. He was a French guy. He got his medal for basketball, but he had a flag. And I'm not sure what the flag was, but he was the only one that had that flag. And they would start whispering and stuff about the flag that he had. He put it over the top when he got his silver medal. I haven't researched it yet to find it. I don't think that was a French flag.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it's different for everybody else, you know, or how you view it. You know, people always separate this from that. And I think that's something that everybody want to say, yeah, the U.S. won, but it's the Olympics. I mean, you didn't talk about this for every 4 years. But I look at people like Brittany Griner. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a big story. Like, you kneeled, you know what I'm saying? You at the flag and all this, you went to jail, they got you out. And now it's all, you know, do you still feel the same way you did before you got in trouble?
Right.
Like, because you out there singing the national anthem. Like, was that part of your deal when you got out? Like, it's interesting, man, how, you know, some of these athletes are. Like, in their private life or their personal life, they hate a lot of things that go on. But like Noah Lyles said, he said, you know, I like the U.S. sometime. You know what I'm saying? He did say that. Yeah. He was like, you know, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I think Durant said something like that too. So, kept it short and sweet. Like, yeah, we got our own problems, but we here to support. Yeah, we here to do our thing. So and that's what I be like. I get it, but then that's almost like saying if you go to work every day, you don't like everything at your job. It's a lot of stuff you gonna dislike at your job, but you go in there and
you do your job.
You represent
yourself, and then you represent the job.
And the job.
I just looked at it weird. If you're a player that don't stand for the national anthem, let's say it's Craig Hodges. Mm-hmm. Don't stand for the national anthem. That ain't your thing. You know what I'm saying? But the Olympics call you, and you want to go represent the country. Like, it'd be weird to me.
And I think he wouldn't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, certain players just, it all depends on, like, when you look at the games, I don't know if it's in their contracts now that they have to stand because every player stands. Yeah. Like, at the Big Three, they don't even play the national anthem. Like, Cube's standing on that. Like, they don't even play it. They announce the players, and then it's the whistle for the game to start.
Let's go.
I got to respect that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't agree with it, so he ain't even, that ain't his thing. Right. Like, I had to really look. I'm like, damn, they don't do the national anthem. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
Well, you know, they didn't do the national anthem until maybe 10, 15 years ago. Yeah. And it was a money thing.
I mean, hey.
So, good old America. But, I thought about it. I thought about it a lot. And the best answer I came up with was just that I hate to say it, man, but us as black people, we love each other, especially when it comes to sports. I'm just going to say it. When it comes to sports, we pretty much going to go 10 toes for it. So the Olympics is pretty much our thing. And regardless to what we got going on in the country itself, during the Olympics, people feel like, okay, well, I can still cheer for America.
Are you cheering for America or are you cheering for certain people?
I think it becomes an American thing.
I really don't. Yeah. I really think we want certain people to win because we like that person. Mm-hmm. Like, we wanted Simone Biles to win because we like her. Right. We wanted the USA basketball because we like them. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. So because we always look at, and I try not to get caught up in it, but we always look at the final medal count because we always,
I don't
you
never
know.
look at you know what I'm saying? I just know they always got more than everybody else, dog.
So, right.
Like, but which
so
one?
say if we, so
Is
say
it-
if we didn't have the most, do you think people would just be like, well, I don't care because Simone got hers, USA the basketball got theirs?
I think so. I think people will really be like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care about that whole thing. Like, my people I wanted to win got their medal, and that'll be it. We Gabby Johnson, I think her name was, the lady, the track lady.
I don't know her last name. Well, I was just
Gabby Thompson. Gabby
Yeah.
Thompson, I think was her name. I think that was her last name. The one that the 4x4 or something. I don't know, but they was cheering for her.
Right.
You know, her story and all that make you cheer for the person. I don't think we really look at the medal count because don't nobody watch all the Olympics.
No.
Like, you ain't flicking to see, well, let me go on what's going on with archery. Like,
Yeah.
you know, some of them sports, they wouldn't even know
Sharpshooting,
what was going on.
Yeah.
The biggest story in sharpshooting was my man was out there with the regular glasses on.
Right.
Everybody else got on these special. He out there with the regulars on. He got the,
Straight kelp.
you know, he got the
Straight
Walmart
killer.
specials on. You know what I'm
Turkish.
saying? So, you know, but I don't know, man. Let's get off the Olympics, man. What else
man.
we got?
Oh man, I went to smoke the other day and I had
Oh,
a
yeah?
great conversation with Mike, the teacher,
Yeah.
old school teacher. Shout out Mike, man. So me and him talking, and you know, of course, we started talking about kids and school stuff like that. And he said, "Shawnee, you know what? I don't know how we got to this subject, but he said, I really don't think that they should have removed the Confederate statues." So you know, that threw me back in my seat. I said, "Mike, why would you say that?" He said, "Man, you got to look at all of the real American history that involves us that they're trying to erase." And he said, "I honestly believe with them removing those statues in today's society, because these kids don't read history and they're trying their best to pull out the real history, that those statues will be a reminder of what we had to deal with as a race in America." And I was like, that's a good point. And I never heard anybody put it to me to make me think about it. I still don't agree with it, but I can definitely understand where he was coming from when he said it.
I mean, if you remove, I get it. You know, you removing history, you removing the part that we played in history, in that, you know, event, that circumstance. So I get what he's saying. I'm on the fence about it, man, to be honest, because I do get what he's saying. Do we need a constant reminder of a statue, though, to look at a statue of everything we've been through? Like, do we need these statues for that reminder?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in that, it's an eyesore. Like, do we need Plantation Manor? You know what I'm saying? Do we need, like, there's literally subdivisions that let you know, Cotton Field estates. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we really need
Sunnyside Plantation?
Yeah, like, do we really need these to know what happened? I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence with it, man. I don't know.
That's why I always stand on that whole my soapbox about we really need to learn, or we need to get something in place that really teaches the things that we had to go through as a people here in the States. Like, I think because they erase these things and they just kind of go off to the side, that people take stuff for granted and they just kind of move along like, oh, well, we good now. And so that's why I understood what he was saying when he was talking about, you know, them erasing the stuff and in the schools, and then, you know, for them to remove the statues, that it's kind of adding into that same recipe. But I honestly just couldn't stomach the fact of me having to go and drive by, you know, somebody that I know was an oppressor of a slave owner, or, you know, this and that, and just be like, oh, well, that's a reminder that I got to do better. No, it probably would get me a little bit more pissed off every time some cracker did something to me crazy. It's gonna get me pissed off even more. So for me, I am okay with the Confederate statues going away. And let's play devil's advocate. If we were to start putting up like a Nat Turner statue.
I'm going to say try. Because you're saying that like we could actually, I'm going to say try to.
Well, you know, somebody tore down Jackie Robinson statue. They put the money together and put it back up. They found the people and locked them up. But let's say we had a Nat Turner statue, you know, abolitionist that broke out and, you know, had an uprising, a revolution. Do you think we could put that up in Buckhead?
I don't think we can put nothing up in Buckhead. Mike said, first shout out Mike with the best socks in the business. He said they might remove the statues. They're still teaching the history. You know what I'm saying? The statues. I can't see it because I got this thing in the way. The statues have not helped move the needle in eliminating racism. Racism is something it's in you. Either it's been planted or you just you into that. I agree with you, but I guess it's a way of saying this. You got to share this land, man. And in such a minuscule effort, you got to share this land, and we got to take down some of the stuff that you praise. You know what I'm saying? So I, if that's what the goal is, like I said, I don't know, man. This statue thing is just to see it every day. It is a reminder. Do we need a reminder though? That's one thing. Do we need a reminder what happened? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel we do. Do I want to in a statue? No. Do I think history books should give a little more in depth about things that's being, because telling us a story about Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks, it's more to that. It's more to that. You know what I'm saying? More. So I think it needs to go there versus having statues all around the country, promoting racism pretty much. So.
Right. But and even in that though, like you were saying, to even be able to have that curriculum in school, it comes down to politics now. And when you start talking about politics, it's still run by these old white men that have this tradition in their mind that they're the superior race. And no matter what you do or say, that's just how they feel. And until they're uprooted out of their seats or their positions to where they can make these moves, then I don't see us being able to implement anything to the point to where it's going to be like when CRT came out and their first cry was, I don't want my kid feeling bad or embarrassed for what white people did. But that's history. You was okay with telling them about how slaves got beat. You was okay with showing that picture, with the lashes on the man back and the Tuskegee.
That's all speculation.
What, the picture?
No, that they was okay with it.
Okay. You being politically correct. Okay, but but that was a lot of the arguments they were saying that their kids, my kids shouldn't have to deal with that kind of stuff. But that's the real history of it, So they fight against us having that curriculum in schools.
Yeah.
And so until we get to a higher level to be able to make that a part of, it is a part of American history, but to make it teachable so that it is understandable on all sides. Because I think just as well as us, I know some white people know more Black history than we do.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
so it's kind of like, it's got to get to a point to where it's the curriculum for everybody. And I just think the people that are in power don't want that.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna control that. No time soon.
You're right. I don't think we're gonna see it in our lifetime.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. What else you got, brother?
Let's talk about supporting businesses, Black-owned businesses, white-owned business. Well, no, Black-owned business. If the person that owns the business, this is, and I ain't telling people they gotta go by my rule, but it's just how I see it. If the person that owns the business is not really profiting off the business, make them take your money for a purchase. The reason I say that, man, is we want businesses to grow. And if they keep giving stuff away for free, that's your man's, whatever, at least give a donation to the business. You know what I'm saying? So it can grow. It grows faster. I guess I'm saying. I was thinking about that the other day when I was, listening to a conversation, and my man was like, "Yo, just take this, and just, support me." I can support you, but I can still give you a donation to your business because you ain't making it like you had a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't making it to where you could afford to give away things. You might be in a good spirit, you know what I'm saying? Somebody always supporting you. But I think us as consumers really need to look at what we're doing too to help businesses grow. And just say, nah, man, you ain't got it yet. Catch me when you really got it. And then maybe, but not now.
I think the problem with that is there is a certain, how can I say, an entitlement of camaraderie that we tend to do when, say, if you start selling hats and hoodies, and I'll be like, hey man, go on, shoot me that, I'll pay you when I get it, or just get it to me on the strength. And I'm like, most people just gonna be like, they gonna come at you like that. Like, let me just get it because we folk. Nah, man, this is something I'm really trying to move. I can't just give you stuff, and then at that point, like, he can't do this, he can't do that. And then we talk bad about them because they're trying to run a business.
Yeah, they run a
and
business.
I need you to understand that. So if I love you, I care about you, I want to see you grow, I'm going to give you your asking price and do whatever I can from that point on. Right. Is Mike still on? I know he could talk to this. If he's still in there, I call him up. I know he can talk about that. Yeah. About people just wanting to get something free just because you're black. And that's what we have to get out of. Like we talked about before, when you're selling a product, it's the product. Don't buy it because of what I look like. Buy it because of the product, because that's what I'm selling. Quality. So now if I'm going to start selling within my quality, my blackness, support that as well. But don't think that you should automatically get a discount just because we look alike. And I don't know where we can get to the point to where we can shut that down and just say, let's just support each other. Right. And that's the part that bothers me when I see it. I know a lot of business owners, and they have those stories all the time. I mean, we actually was talking to one, and he said his worst customers are black people. Dang, did I say blacks? I did. But anyway, he said his worst customers are black people. That's not his regulars. He got regulars that understand and respect it. But he said outside of that, if they find out he the owner, they always got their hand out. And I don't know why we move like that. And that bothers me.
Before we get out of here, hey, I was trying to go live last week. It's something I'm working on. Work with me. You know what I'm saying? Be patient with me. I'm trying to get it together with subjects and all that. It's going to be a pop-in thing. It ain't going to last long. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to be going live in the group a little more. I might see something on the news. I might see something and just want to talk about it. So join me. If you see I'm on, just join me. Holler at me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I think Sean going to do it as well.
Yep.
Just holler at me. And let's see what we can move.
We got one more call in.
Yo.
What's happening, Mike?
What happened? How y'all doing, man?
Chef Fly, how you doing, brother?
Man, cooler, man.
How you been?
What's happening? Man, relaxing, man.
Okay.
Enjoying life, working, hustling.
Okay.
Getting to the money, man. Being an entrepreneur black Negro.
What's up, Mike?
What's up?
What's up, 18th? How you doing, sir?
What's up, my brother?
You should stop going live late at night, though.
That's when it's going to happen, brother. That's when it's going to happen.
What's on your mind, brother?
The entrepreneur status, me personally, I have not had any problems dealing with people for, I don't know, I just to say I've been blessed, but I have had, I have learning lessons, though, that's what I can say I've had, learning lessons. Mm-hmm. But yes, there are people close to you who do try to get a handout for free in any endeavor that I've ever tried. But for the most part, I've had people just do it off the strength that they want to support me, man. Mm-hmm. Just help me out.
Well, I also think I'm gonna say these two factors: just knowing you and knowing what it is that you do. I think it's different when it comes to food, and I also think it's different when it comes to who you are as a person. versus a stranger patronizing you. You feel me? So
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
know you as a person and I know that you legit and you move this way, you move that way, and just me personally, I like to support the people that I'm around, and we usually put ourselves around those type of people that like to support each other. But if we were to go out to, let's say, Albany, and we set up shop, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, food is different. If we set up shop and we selling soundproof hunger room hoodies, and we pushing the show, and I tell them, hey, well, the hoodies is $40, $50. Oh man, I got 20. Oh man, I got 25. It's different when it comes to. I think it's different when it comes to product versus food.
Well, I can tell you like this. I guess for me, then before I got into the airline industry, I worked in the clothing industry. I was a salesman, so I learned how to sell clothes, and I know how to engage with people to buy products. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I haven't had that problem now, and mine started off with people I knew, and then word of mouth traveled, and then social media gained, and it's doing this thing on its own. And even if I don't promote, I still get emails every day about said clothes or said product. But it's different. It's just about the engagement, man. But yes, people close to you, I me personally, like I said, I've only had that happen with a couple of people just try to say, hey, look out for a brother, you know?
Okay. All right. What you got, Adrian?
Nothing. I appreciate you, Mike. You're a good dude, man. I can see people, seeing that and then trying to see what they can do with it. You're a great guy. You've been a great guy to me, so I don't, I leave it like that.
I can't say the same about you, but that's another note.
At least it was real. You know what I'm saying? At least it was real.
Hey, yeah, we gonna talk about it in the smoke. Believe that.
Right.
We might have to do more than talk about it in the smoke. You feel me? Well, Mike, man, we appreciate it.
Y'all boys have a good one, man. Love y'all, man.
All right, love you too, man. Y'all be easy.
All right, one.
Yeah. All right, man. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Like we always tell y'all, we on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on TikTok. When we put these clips up, and y'all like them, share them. When you look at the show, when you get off of here, hit the like button or hit the thumb down button. Hit something. It helps us, and it's free. I tell you again, it's free. Okay. That's all I got. Y'all hold it in the road. 18. Give them what you got.
45 and older. Y'all is not playing in this world. I'm talking about the ladies. I'm talking about the ladies. 45 and older, man. Hey. And I ain't saying the 40s, but 45 and older, man. Hey, they taking care of themselves, man. I salute them. That's a nice drink of wine, dog. I'm trying to tell you, 45 and older. The young ones, man, they getting surgery. They on drugs. I'm 45, man, is eating that fruit, drinking that water. I'm telling you. 45 and older, hey, I see you.
That's what we gonna leave.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. We can go home on that. I might get on the thing and salute them on the line. I don't know. But I just been looking at them, man. Like 45 and older, man, is doing their thing.
Yeah, black don't crack. And I think
black can't be on crack, though.
A lot of it is on crack. You ain't got to look at me over the top of your glasses like that, though, bro. Okay? But, yeah, I think, I'm going to agree with you. I'm just going to roll with that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fine wine, brother. Get your glass.
Yes, indeed. Hey, we'll be back next week.
Crespo talking about they taking naps too. Oh yeah, Crespo, another thing. I can't do the White Castle thing, bro. My body don't perform well after that shit. I had something the other day, man.
Y'all been planning that for
it's over,
for
bro.
4-5 months.
I need 2 days off, man. If I'm
you must have had something in Vegas.
Yeah, I had a couple out there in Vegas, man. Hey, man.
Still hurt.
Man, come on, dog. I had to get it out before I got back on the plane. Silent but deadly on that plane, bro. Holla at your boy. We gone.